Hi guys. I hope you are doing well. So I decided that since I do have this break to actually push content and to just give you guys some content, I would finish up the story well, not finish up, but continue the story that I started. So the first video of this channel, if you haven't checked it out, the first video of this channel, I was talking about, well, my music life, and how it started, how it's going. And I think I left it at a point where I was talking about being accepted into the National School of the Arts. So I thought, hey, why not continue? Just tell everybody what's happening, what's going on, and everything. So yeah, let's get started.
I'm on my way up. See me in the street, say what's up. You know what's when I'm feeling
Okay, so
great.
what happens now? I get accepted into the National School of the Arts, right? Um, Okay, so those of you who do not know, it's NSA in short. It's the National School of the Arts in full. It's an art school. It's a high school. So obviously it's from grade 8 to grade 12. Yeah. So my first grade, right, grade 8, I hated. I hated every moment of it. Like I just did. I wish I could say I loved everything, but I don't know. Like, I guess it wasn't what I expected. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you have a fixed something in your head, you're like, okay, this is how it's gonna be, but then it's not how it is, and you're just there like, you know. So that's how it was. That's just how it was. I think to a point where like in the second week of school, I literally was in tears. I was like, can't we change schools? Can I go somewhere else? And my mom was like, You're not going anywhere, honey. I already paid for your school fees." And I'm like, this woman, gosh, so you're telling me I'm stuck here? I was I was just panicking, and I was like, well, I don't really have a choice. I had to go on with this because my mom paid for school fees. I don't have a choice. Like, I just have to get on with it. Like, I hated it. Like, going to school felt like going to hell. I mean, it was just what I'm trying to say is that it was just bad for me at first. It wasn't great at first. It just wasn't. I think it was because it was such a big change. It was such a big change for me. A change that I didn't expect that would happen, and it happened. I was just. I was not feeling it. I was just not in the mood for it at all. Um, but I continued. Yeah, but there were nice things. Like the nicest thing was FOF, which is now called FOTA. FOF, which is FOF, is stands for Festival of Fame. It was called Festival of Fame in grade 8 before it was changed to FOTA, which is Festival of the Arts now. Um, FOF is like literally what makes the school, the school. For me, I think NSA is NSA because of FOTA. So yeah, FOTA or FOF at that time was really like great for me. I really enjoyed FOTA. I mean, you got to. It was a little reminder of why you wanted to come to an art school. Why did you think that this is your life? This is what you want to do. So basically that's what I enjoyed about FOTA. It's just you get to see other people perform, and it's a little a reminder that you can be all that you wish to be. Like, you can be the star that you see yourself as. So I think, yeah, that was the best part. Like, it wasn't just bad. Like, there were parts where I loved it. And it was I think the most important part for me was FOTA. You get to see people perform, and I also did meet and greet. So meet and greet is where like, okay, so let me explain what happens during FOTA. So during FOTA, other schools come to our school to watch us perform, right? Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't in any part of the show because I was still new to the school. It's just people who were, yeah, who were already in the school and had auditions and all. Because auditions are held the year before, and I wasn't there the year before. So I did meet and greet. So meet and greet is when you are going to guide the school to every venue that they're supposed to be at a certain time. At first, it was just I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do this myself? But at the end of the day, it was amazing. It was a great experience. I took the schools where they were supposed to go. Well, the school, I was handling one school. I took the schools where they were supposed to go at a time the way they were supposed, to go, when they were supposed to go. So it was just really amazing. It was an amazing time. It was an amazing time. Because, I mean, there's no school also. Who wouldn't like that? Who wouldn't like that? But anyways, that was FOTA. Fourth, I mean, at that time. Fourth was like amazing. I got that little light because I was such I was in a dark place, so it was that little light. Like this is what you came for. Remember, kind of, reminder. So I think that's one thing that I would pick up from grade 8. You know, and of course the little performance that we do the first day and all that. We do all that. And the orientation, I'll never forget the orientation. It was just beautiful memories in the orientation, even when we were just getting tortured. Yeah, so orientation was like really, really great. I enjoyed orientation. Um, yeah, because it's those little moments, where you get to share with your peers, learning the school song. It was just great. Um, so yeah, and also I had a great voice teacher. I had a great voice teacher who left in the middle of the year. I was just so devastated. But it wasn't bad at all because the person who came after him wasn't bad either. So moving along to grade 9. Okay, so grade 9 to me was a year of like, to me, grade 9 is a sort of a second chance. It's like you can redeem yourself, you can show them why you are here. You understand? It was a year for me that it was an eye opener of some sort, just a little, cause it was just such a changing, year. Like I got it was a year where I had to accept that I'm here to stay, and I just had to go with it. School was still hell, but it wasn't as bad as grade 8, yeah. So in grade 9, it to me it was, yeah, it was a year of second chance. It was a year of second chance, really, because it's like you get to do everything again, but now you're not starting from a clean slate. You have foundation, you have something, something, you know your way around the school. It's just now you have to find yourself somehow. There was a lot happening. There was a lot happening in high school. A lot happens for everybody in high school because we all growing. So grade 9 was that year of a little bit of stability, kind of, but I was still in limbo. Um, so what happened in grade 9 that stood out for me was my first show. I got to perform in Jovic Theatre's biggest stage, the Mandela. Yeah, it was a big deal. It is a big deal. It still is a big deal to me. I can't believe that I got to do that in the age of 14. Yeah, it was great. Okay, so I was part of a show called Starstruck. Okay, that's not the full name of the show. It's a Disney something. Star Disney, I don't know what. Yeah, it was a Disney kind of show, like it was inspired by Disney. The school hated it. They hated it. They hated the show. And yeah, it was a moment. It was a moment. But for some reason I don't regret being part of it. I don't regret being part of it at all. I think it was meant to happen, it was supposed to happen. Because once you are part of a show that went bad, you never want to be part of a show that went bad. So you kind of like do your best. It's a push, it's a reminder, it's a hey, um you need to get your stuff together. You need to make sure that this performance is like great. So yeah, another thing, it was it I feel like it had to have happened to show me that you can be part of a bad show. And this is how you become this is how you end up in a bad show. It showed me that like nobody plans for a bad performance. Absolutely nobody. It just happens. Because you might be watching a singer on TV and they're not doing very well, and you're just like, oh, what are you doing? Like, I could do that better. Like, what are you doing? Um, but you're not there. You don't know what's happening in their minds. You don't know what happened before. You don't know what was planned. What's happening? You're not in that situation. So it kind of like taught me that nobody plans a bad show. Absolutely nobody. But things happen, and they happen in their own time, and it's not even in your control sometimes. And it just taught me to appreciate when you had a good show, and to also appreciate that you actually have a show to perform, and other people would wish to even be in a bad show. So to me, it was that year was an eye opener. It was a show about mocking Disney. We were supposed to mock Disney. It had a script that we never did. I don't know why. Do not ask me. I don't know. I won't be able to tell you. But we never did it. So it just ended up becoming a music Disney concert. We were just singing songs in the from the Disney, and the school just sort of didn't like it. Yeah. By the way, I was the first act. I was the first act. First act. Um, yeah, so what happens was I would sing the Disney theme song. So basically, the curtains open and the lights just kind of hits my forehead. Yeah. And then, yeah, there we go. I sing. I don't really remember how it goes. Think when you wish upon a star. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it was a Disney theme song, and then the main character had to come in and mock that song. Mm, And then, so what happens when I'm performing Starstruck, right? What happens is that, so I sing at the beginning and then I go, but I had another song. Now that's what you want to know. I had another song that I had to sing from Frozen. The first performance of Starstruck, like literally the first performance. I was singing Love's an Open Door from Frozen. So what happens is my partner, it's a duet, guys. Okay, love is an open door. You know, my partner the guy, umuntu, umfana. Hey! What he does, he goes on stage drunk. Yeah, I know it's not a big deal yet, right? I start singing because I'm the first one to sing. So, all my life has been a series of doors in my face, and then suddenly I bumped into you. You know, and then this is time to shine. It's time, to make the things happen. Ha! He lost the key. Yo, 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 yo. He lost the key. And I had to work with that. I had to go on with that. I was so frustrated and I went on with the wrong key. It was just really bad. It was really, really bad. To the point where the next time we had to perform, I was like, I don't want to perform with this guy. I don't want to perform with this guy. Like, why do I have to perform with this guy? I don't have to perform with this guy. But like, that's how it was casted. We couldn't change things in the last minute when everybody has already seen the show as well. So at least one of the teachers that were in the show had to sing above him, put on the mic. And I was like, thank you, Lord, because this time I didn't go off key. Oh, guys, it was an experience. I did it. I went through it. It was hard, but I went through it. It's those little things that happen yeah, pretty much we had to do the script for the people to understand the show, but we never did the script. Why? I don't know. But the people that were in the show sort of liked the show. We loved being in that show. And those are the people that I'll hold dearly to my heart because those are the people that I continued my high school journey with. I'll never forget those people. They'll forever have a really special place in my heart. We really enjoyed ourselves doing that, which was crazy. It was a bad show, you'd want to forget about it. But it's a show that I would never want to forget about. Like at all. Like I'd always want to remember that show. I was in that show. I always claim it. So grade 9 was really, really, like really good. Kind of. So another thing with NSA is that I had to sing. So in NSA we do classical music. So that means I had to sing opera. Like not into it. I was like, why do I have to sing opera? Why? Like, you know what I thought at first? It's what you think at first that really crushes you because you think, how we're gonna be singing Destiny's Child, boy. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, boy. Oh, Beyonce, but baby, I swear it's deja vu. You'd expect for me to train. My name is, no, my sign is, no, my number is, remember nothing. We rock performances all day long. That's what I expected. And they're like, no, you're not doing that. And yeah, I didn't like it at first. Yeah, so this is going back into from grade 8. That's where it starts and it goes on. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I think it's because I didn't expect it. See, that's what made these years so hard. There were another thing. There were a hit, like to my little comfort zone. It was like a to my comfort zone, and I didn't like that. I don't think anybody would like that. So I guess that's why I wasn't really liking it so much. And I just felt like I was in the wrong place because it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't at all. So I continued moving along. Wait, let me see if there's anything I'm forgetting about grade 9. Oh yeah, there were other things like choir. Choir was nice. yeah, that, yeah, that. There wasn't really much that was happening in grade 9, but it was a lot for me. It was a lot, and yeah, I went through that. So like, yeah, that's what actually happened. So moving along to grade 10. Hmm. Grade 10. Now that's the grade you want to hear about. And I'm going to do it in my next video. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you got something from it. Basically, I did this video to tell you that not everything is the way you expect it to be, and that doesn't mean you must stop following your dreams. Thank you so much for joining me. It is your girl N.T.K, and I'm saying peace and love. Mwah! And I promise you, I will make a video about grade 10 and 11, and I hope that you guys really enjoy it because that one is a thriller. It's a thriller. But anyways,